Okay, y'all, so finally, after like a 2 week or 3 week or 4 week fucking hiatus, we are back with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So let's not wait too long to talk about this. So if you guys, just to let you know, I did do a video, I believe it was like last week, talking about the individual housewives and their movements pretty much throughout this break and how they have been interacting with the Black Lives Matter movement and all of that. Not gonna talk about that on this video. Just wanted to put that out there. I'm also going to touch eventually when I get to Garcelle on a little bit about the interview that she did with Candy on Candy's YouTube. So let's do that. Okay, so Bravo. Matter of fact, before I go there, Bravo, I just want to say this. I told y'all a couple episodes ago that y'all was not gonna make this whole thing about Denise a storyline. Y'all was not gonna do that, because if y'all was gonna do that, I was gonna be fucking annoyed. That's what it seems like is happening. Where does the whole Brandy thing come in? Let's get to it, because this shit is annoying. I'm gonna talk about it, but I'm thoroughly annoyed, and so is everybody else on watching this damn show, okay? But let's start with it. So we pretty much we pick up where we left off before, which is when Denise was everybody was at Kyle's house for the little dinner. And the whole topic, again, I'm sorry, I'm using my comb because it's helping me get out my frustration. We're talking about, again, for the 15th fucking time, the whole thing about Denise and the kids. No, you mad. No, you not mad. Da 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 da. Whatever. And so, like I said in my last review, like my last video, I said that Denise's boo-boo, I can't think of his name right now, but he was wrong. He was wrong for how he came at those women, because he was pretty much one of the only men that was there. But specifically at the table, who's the only man that was there, he was jumping too much in their business, which he ended up doing later in the episode as well. So he was completely wrong for that. But I understand, I understand why Denise was annoyed. I get it. So, like I said, we pick up with Denise walking out or whatever with her husband. And so Lisa Rinna had just came in. So you see Lisa, you looked amazing. That dress that she had on was so good. Lisa, you've been killing all season. Look so good. Lisa runs after them. She's like, what's the issue? What's the problem? Now, Denise, I want somebody to write in the comments. Why did Denise keep saying, you talk about cancer, you can't do this, you talk about cancer? And when Lisa came up and asked her what was wrong, no, he talks about cancer, he can't do this. Denise, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Make it make sense. I don't understand what he does having to do with that conversation. Make it make sense to me. Anyway, so what is his name? I think, is it David? I think that might be his name. Regardless of the situation, Lisa's like, well, why did you run away? And she's like, pretty much, I'm tired of having this conversation. Like, what more do you want me to say? And she pretty much told Lisa, I'll eventually want to have a conversation with just me and you, because I feel like, now this is where Denise kind of got me, because Denise was like, oh, I feel like you should have somewhat stuck up for me or whatever, and you didn't. But don't worry, I'll talk to you about it later, da 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 da. So they end up leaving or whatever, getting in a car, going home. Now, before I get over to what the girls were saying, when they're in the car, Denise did say, oh, well, I didn't want Lisa to stick up for me, but that's exactly what she said. But anyway, she's like, oh, I didn't want Lisa to stick up for me, but if you had something to say, then say it. I was a little bit confused on why Denise was mad at Lisa. I guess she felt like, oh, we're friends, so you see all of them jumping on me, you should have stuck up for me. But at the end of the day, Denise, this is a dog. Was a dog eat dog? This is every man for their own situation. When you come into this type of environment, this is not like a regular friend group, so you got to keep that in mind. But anyway, switch back over to the girls. So Lisa goes back or whatever, Kyle, of course, running her mouth talking shit like she normally do. Well, all of them was. I ain't gonna say it was just Kyle. All of them was. They go into the little tent or whatever, and I guess Lisa made a joke saying, oh, they about to go get like some steak and strippers or something like that. And so everybody's like, steak and strippers, like you left to go and do that? And what did Sutton say? Sutton was being shady about, oh, I find it funny. This is what was killing me, and thank goodness for Garcelle on this show, because they were sitting there like, so you're weird about what's said around your kids, but you can go to a strip club. And like Garcelle said, because I'm sorry, Erica was the one who brought that up. And Garcelle said, I mean, you don't talk about certain things around your kids, and you can't really do. She's like, it's not like they kids is with them. That's the thing. Y'all keep trying. I get what the girls are saying, But they keep using false equivalencies. Erica, I love you to death. You're probably one of my favorite people on the show. But you cannot say, oh, that it's hypocritical for her to go to the strip club, but not want to have her children hear certain things. We are all grown. It's called being grown for a reason. You have children for a reason. So what are you trying to say? Just because she don't want to hear anything about them having sex, that she shouldn't have sex? And we all know that you have different conversations when you're amongst adults by yourselves than you do when you're around kids. Like I put up on Twitter, that's why at least in the black household, when we have family functions, there's a kids table, kind of like there was at Denise, but it's always a little bit, normally a little bit further away, or whatever, we try to keep it down. But point of the matter is, there's a kids table and there's a kids room. There's plenty of times where you see kids walking into a room, get out of here, grown folk talk, grown folk talk, grown folk talk. So what are you talking about? What are y'all talking about? That doesn't make any sense. Yes, she can go to a strip club and still feel like, I don't want to hear y'all talking to my daughter about a threesome. Yes, that makes perfect sense, and I don't understand how they was trying to correlate the two. It's stupid as fuck to me. Yeah, but like I said, Garcelle's the only one there with some damn sense. But Garcelle got her babies and she fucking left. Then the white hoes, continued to act a drunk, hot ass mess, being and swinging all on the pole left and right. And you want to know what? One thing I will say is, I can't speak for all of them, but Cal in particular, because I paid attention like to when they was doing like the montage of the parties. Like, Cal, your version of having a kids party and stuff like that, I'm not trying to be funny, but you in particular, Cal, you be getting super loose even when the kids is around. In no shade, I probably want my kids around you either, like during some type of event, because you be getting super loose, drunk as hell. Half the time don't even seem like you know how to handle your liquor, but that's neither here nor there. Also, I wanted to point out that somebody pointed out, oh, like, why is there a dream catcher up here? Again, cultural appropriation. Why the fuck are you using a dream catcher and you don't know? This is what we talk about when we talk about white people and not giving a fuck, and they just take whatever it is that they want to take. Do you know the significance of a dream catcher? Why are you using it for? What are you using it for? Okay, whatever. So then we have Lisa, Brenda, and Sutton. They go, I think, and look for some stuff. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm being sensitive because it's everything going on, but I just seen, like, to me, privilege is you being able to walk out of a store with a $4,000 or $5,000 dress on, walk up and down the street without anybody having anything to say to you, and not saying, where the fuck is you going outside of this store with my stuff? But that's neither here nor there. It was a little cute little scene or whatever. I didn't like the dress that Lisa had on, but it is what it is. It just looked like a denim. It looked like a denim fucking coat dress to me. I didn't like it. Okay. Then we switch over to Dorit. Dorit is getting her closet remodeled as she should. We all know Dorit comes through with the fashions, okay? Then we have this whole scene with Kim and Kyle. Now pause. Pause for the cause. So, prior to this episode, I seen that there was you know how they show like the sneak peeks. Now I did see that there was a sneak peek of it pretty much trying to make it seem like Kyle and Kim was gonna be like running from the cops or something like that. And I just want to tell Bravo that I would like for them to read the room, and they could have took that part out. And somebody said this, and I agree. It feels like that scene in particular was chopped up because somebody made a good point. This scene happened before quarantine, right? So why is it that out of all of this, like, why did Kyle's confessional, because you could tell clearly it was like from home, why did her confessional from home make that scene versus prior to that? Like somebody said, it seemed like they cut up and they chopped that scene up in particular of Kim and Kyle riding around and them thinking that the police is coming for them. And in all honesty, they could have cut that shit out altogether. I don't have time to be sitting up here and seeing some white women on my screen being all anxious because they think the police is gonna pull them over, when if they do, ain't shit gonna fucking happen. I don't have time for that. Talking about some, and again, and even if it's not that, I don't like the way that Bravo presented that when they were showing the preview, because y'all presented it as being, oh, okay, the cops is coming, oh, we about to floor it. Read the fucking room, Bravo. Read the fucking room. That scene was unnecessary. And like I said, it seemed like y'all cut that shit up, but y'all could have cut it out altogether. Because what was the purpose of it? What was the purpose of it? None. None at all. I know that's something small, but I peeped it. But anyway, Kim and Kyle, like, that's why I said the whole point of this was close to nothing, because literally they was just on their way to go to the doctor or whatever. Literally, this is not my words, this is the doctor's. Kim's boob is deflated because she had implants, and now she's having all of these problems, which is, I'm not saying this is the only reason why, but because she did, I think, have like a benign tumor or something. But this is why people got to be careful with their implants, because implants do deflate. They do. In your ass too. In your ass too, okay? So yeah, so they was talking about that, and Kyle was all worried, because their mom passed away from breast cancer. So she was worried about that because she pretty much has to get surgery to get that shit taken out. Also, okay, so everybody keeps people was pointing this out on Twitter, I think I forgot what the doctor was saying, but Kyle was like, oh my gosh, he wants to tell me, oh, don't stress. How am I supposed to do that? Kyle, I need you to stop over exaggerating. I'm sorry, we as the viewing public need you to stop over exaggerating what your stresses are. What is your stress? What is your stress, Kyle? Cut the shit. We are tired of hearing it. We understand that this is the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and so your struggles ain't our struggles. But Kyle, with you in particular, it gets annoying, and it's not just me. I'm telling you, I've seen it all over social media. People are tired because people are confused as to what stress you're talking about. Your version of stress, our version of stress, two completely different things. Don't try to make it seem like whatever it is, non-bullshit that you're dealing with is that big of a fucking deal, because it's really not. Now, about your sister being worried, I understand that, but everything else, she always swears she's so stressed out. Kyle, nope, I did that rant last time, not doing it again. Then we go over to Denise, and Denise is driving with her 15-year-old, and her boo-boo's pretty much taking her driving. Charlie said he ain't doing it because he drove with her one time, almost crashed the damn car. I love this scene because right now, currently, I pretty much taught myself how to drive. My boyfriend, the one in this room going to sleep right now, he is a shit teacher. Shit teacher. He's terrible. He has no fucking patience at all. So I literally had to teach myself how to drive. So you definitely need somebody that's patient. And like her daughter was saying, do you know backseat drivers normally cause the most like problems or accidents? And that's a fact. I can't have somebody behind me or next to me yelling and screaming. So I thought that was cute. Then we switch over to Erica and Lisa, and they're talking about her playing Roxy, which I don't think she got to do that because of everything that happened. I don't think she actually was able to do that. I gotta look that up, but I'm pretty sure she wasn't able to do it because everything happened. So I'm pretty sure it got canceled or pushed back. We go back over to Kim and Kyle about the deflated boob. Everything went fine with the surgery. Awesome. Okay. Then we get over to the person that matters the most to me, which is Garcelle, okay? We see Garcelle. Garcelle, she's in the house or whatever. She's finally moving in. I like the house. The house is cute. Moving everything in. She tells her babysitter, that she got a date. Pause for the cause. So, like I said, I was going to talk about Garcelle being on Candy's show. So Candy does like a talk show. Candy from the Real Housewives of Atlanta does a show. I think it's called like Speak on her YouTube. And so Garcelle did an interview with her like about a week ago, and Candy asked her about like there was these pictures going around of her. No, she actually said on the real that she was dating this. I think it was like an author or a playwright, some shit like that. But some fine ass black man. But she is no longer. Spoiler alert. She's no longer dating him. But she said throughout the season you'll kind of figure out what it is that happens. But he's a nice guy. So I guess I'm gonna assume when she says she's going on a date, that's the guy that she's talking about. But she's talking about how she wants to kind of get back out there. Her son was like, I'm going to check him pretty much whenever he comes to the door. I know that's right. And she talks about how, she feel like she picks men that are emotionally unavailable. And she talked about how her dad was never in her life, and how when he passed away, before he passed away, he wrote a letter to her, but he sent it to her mom. And then her mom, like, just never told her. And then her mom ended up passing away, so she never was able to get the letter. That must be, like, that must be so heartbreaking. Because, like she said, I'll never know what it is that he thought about me. I'll never know what it is that he said. That's probably very heartbreaking. So that kind of touched my heart. I love Garcelle. Let's get to the shits. All right. So we get to Sutton's opening of her store. Now normally I don't touch on fashions, but I did this time. Let's go down the list. Sutton hated her dress. Dorit, bomb as fuck. And Dorit, your hair. I love her hair in that short little cut with it behind her ear. You look bomb as fuck, Dorit, normally. Teddy, you didn't try Teddy. This is what Teddy did. Teddy, let me see this shit right here. This is what Teddy did. Teddy said like this. Teddy said, I'm ready. That's what she did. She literally took like a sheet or a damn like a kitchen tablecloth. That's what she took, and she just wrapped it around her belly and said, "We out." Teddy, you didn't try. You looked a hot ass mess, Teddy. A hot ass fucking mess. And Teddy, I see you this season. You're trying to pipe up, but my thing is, Teddy, you're not built like that. So calm down. Number two, you're pregnant as hell. So sit your pregnant ass down. Just pipe down, Teddy. Pipe down, cause I see what she doing this season. Pipe the fuck down, Teddy. Nobody cares and nobody's scared. So calm down, okay? Erica, she looked cute as usual, and Kyle, she looked alright. So, okay, a lot of girls is talking about Denise per usual. Erica really doesn't like Denise. Like, that's what I realized. She really, really don't like her. More so probably her husband. But anyway, so Denise comes or whatever. Pause. I didn't really like a lot of the stuff that I seen in Sutton's store. To me, I mean, I've seen how Sutton dresses on this show. Her confessional look is really, really nice. But from what I've seen of Sutton so far, she's nobody's store I'm going to because I ain't looking at her for fashion. But anyway, Denise gets there, whatever. Denise gets there. She brings her husband with her. Kyle calls her husband her watchdog. I mean, I do get to a degree. I get it from both sides. Like, from the girl's perspective, why you always bringing your nigga with you? Like, what Kyle said is true. Marciano didn't come because he didn't want to. This person didn't come because he didn't want to. That person, like, the men ain't gonna come to this. Like, he's here because you want somebody to have your back. And that's probably that is why she brought him, to be quite honest. She's talking about, oh, we going out to eat or whatever. Y'all always going out to eat when you come. You want to know what? I was going to say, you always going out to eat when you got something to do with them. But you want to know what? That makes sense, because if she got kids, look, I'm about to knock two birds, one stone. But anyway, they come over to the table, and then off topic kind of start. Kyle's like, oh, I didn't like, the way that things ended and the way that you guys left, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And then we get into this whole back and forth again about the who's and the what's, about why'd you leave, and you got to leave my party and I didn't say anything, blah 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 blah. So then Denise gets frustrated. She's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Where's the bathroom? Son tells her where the bathroom is. Now, instead of Denise, like the smart woman, taking her husband with her, or her husband being like, okay, I'm gonna come with you, even if it's I just stand outside the bathroom, her dumb ass left him there. Why would you leave him there, girl? Why would you leave him there knowing exactly what happened last time? So now, they're just all kind of standing there. Now, Kyle, I don't give you tens on a lot of time, but I will give it to you here. What Kyle said, I agreed with. Kyle said, I'm not going to sit up here and lie. I do have an issue, but I think it's best if we wait for Denise to come back. I don't really kind of want to talk about it right now when it's just us. I do think that was best. I do, Kyle. But Erica, I guess, was really feeling herself, was really feeling her gig, was really up in her chest. So she said, well, I mean, we didn't like the way it was that you was talking to us or whatever. Like, you was feeling like you was all high and mighty. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, why is it that we're so terrible people? That's what you said. He was like, oh, I would never say that y'all are terrible people. That's just how you took it. And then they just start going back and forth. I don't even give a fuck about what was said between them two. They just start going back and forth. And then I turn around for 2 seconds and I come back, and Teddy's pregnant ass is now in the conversation, arguing with him. Okay, now Erica said you don't think you were mansplaining. All right, Erica, that's a fucking reach. Mansplaining? I don't think he was mansplaining. I think he was being an asshole. That's all. I think his ego was just getting the best of him. I don't think he was mansplaining anything. Like, I don't think he was mansplaining anything. And that's a word that white women use a lot. Y'all use that a lot. But I don't think that's what it was. I think he was defending his wife, just like Dorit said. Because even Dorit was like, I understand. And they showed back when PK was defending her. Like, I think it was that. Because y'all was all pretty much trying to jump for her. And he's right there. Now, should he have done it? No. But I don't think he was trying to mansplain anything. But I do think he was wrong. But anyway. And then, like I said, Teddy jumped her ass in there. Teddy... That's what you did at the barbecue. Why are you saying something? I don't understand why Teddy wants to jump into drama right now. Teddy, you're pregnant as fuck. You should be the last person. You need to be playing the Eva role. And I'm talking about Eva from Real Housewives of Atlanta, which is every season she been on, she been pregnant. You know, she been throwing shade here and there, but for the most part, she stay out of it. You're pregnant. Sit your ass down and mind your fucking business. You don't know how crazy this man is. This man can hop smooth across the table and yoke your ass up, and you're pregnant as hell. Sit down and shut up. And why are you getting your blood pressure all high, arguing with some grown ass man when you're pregnant? You want to be in the mix so badly. Teddy, sit your ass down. Tell somebody, get Teddy a bottle of water and a seat. We don't need that type of stress on a baby, okay? And it ain't even my child. But anyway, so they're going back and forth, blah blah blah. So you know, he, like I said, was he being disrespectful? Yeah, he kind of was. But I will say, Erica, you did. He, again, for the second time, was he wrong? Was he right for how it is that he was talking to them right then and there? No, because he should have stopped it. When Erica started, he should have stopped it and be like, I don't really want to do this. I want to wait for my wife to come back. I don't really feel comfortable. Da, da, da. And he also should have apologized. But also, on the other hand, Erica, you should have just let it go. When Kyle said, I want to talk about it when Denise come back, you should have just waited until Denise came back, instead of trying to, like, I don't know, you trying to prove a point. Because even, okay, Denise comes back to the table. Now she's confused about what the fuck is going on. And she's like, I should never left them. So then they start going back and forth again. And Denise is like, all right, you want to know what? We're leaving. And so everybody's like, she's leaving because she doesn't want to. She's leaving because. Now, maybe that is the case. But when she left, you know, and she walked away, Dorit follows her and she, okay. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm frustrated because this is just stupid to me. It's stupid. When they walk away, now Erica's at the table talking about some, oh, you don't want to see me, da da da, getting all hype with it. Like, Erica, calm down. Like, you're not gonna beat this man, and your husband damn sure ain't gonna fucking put his hands on this man. So everybody, so just calm down. Pipe the fuck. Erica was lit. Erica, pipe down a few notches. And like I said, you're like my fave, but pipe the fuck down. To me, you was being overboard with it at that point. But anyway, Dorit went outside to go and talk to them, or, you know, followed them and was like, you know, don't run away. And Denise made a good point. She was like, I'm not about to sit up here and make a big scene at Sutton's event. This is Sutton's event. If I would have stood over there, it would have got more heated. So yeah, I am walking away to defuse it because I don't want to start no shit here. And so she's like, oh, well, it seems like you're running away because this is the issue. They feel like you have a problem and you're not going to say it. And so then every time we ask you about it, you're running away. And like Denise said, she said, how many times do I have to spell it out? I am over it. It's over. It's done. What more do you want? And at that point, I say, yes, Denise. Thank you for summing it all up. Like I keep fucking saying, because I want everybody to remember where we are. I want everybody to remember what the issue is. This is the issue. The issue is that when they was on that vacation and they had that dinner at the table, and they all went around the table and talked about how they felt some type of way about about the whole thing, about what she had mentioned about the kids. And at the end of that dinner, the way that it ended is Denise said, you want to know what? It is what it is. I just won't bring my kids around y'all. You know what? I'm cool. End of the conversation. Boom. The next day when they go to lunch, or brunch, everybody's like, oh, well, it seems like you're still really mad about it. Da, 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 da. So why don't you just say it is that you're mad about it? She said, it's over. Y'all said what it is that y'all said. I said what it is that I said, and that's it. And then we come back, and so that's what it is. That's the stupid point that they won't stop, that they won't let go. I agree with Denise. I really don't know what it is that they expect. What they're saying is, oh, we know that you're really not okay with this, so why don't you just say that? Like I said before, so the fuck what if she is lying about being okay with it? The point of the matter is she is still coming around. Y'all are grown. She's grown. Y'all just not gonna agree on it. It is what it is. But in my opinion, y'all, and I'm talking about y'all the group, keep bringing it up because y'all keep saying, oh, you're not being real. Oh, you're just coming over here and being fake. What more do you want me to do? My thing is, okay, so what if Denise came and said, you want to know what? Yeah, bitch, I do feel some type of way about whatever it is that about y'all saying what it is y'all did around my kids, which is what she said before. What are y'all going to say? Y'all going to go in and have on her like y'all did last time. So I am confused on what the girls want from her. It's very confusing on what it is that they want from her. So the fuck for the last time. So what if it still bothers her? So what? Like I said, she's still coming around. She's still being around y'all. She's still being cordial. Y'all are the ones bringing it up. So I understand why Denise has an attitude, because y'all are the ones who keep bringing it up. I have not said anything about it. It's y'all who keep bringing it the fuck up, and it's stupid at the end of the day. Y'all are looking for a fucking storyline. Denise is an easy target, and I'm tired of it. I want us to move on from this storyline. I do not want to hear about the shit no more going forward. Like, this is it. I want us to move the fuck on. I want us to get on to her allegedly kissing Brandy, and let's get to that storyline, because that's a way more interesting and juicy storyline than this bullshit that y'all talking about here. That's all I gotta say. This was fun, y'all. I'm happy as fuck I'm back. I might be mad. It sounds like I'm mad, but I'm really happy as hell that the show is back. I'm geeked up. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments in my bio.